So Kapalabhati is a really good morning breath practice, or a pranayama, and it's making space in the system so that prana can come in. So it's a release practice, working on Apanavayu, and so it's that exhale that we're looking at, expressing outward, and not really worrying about the short, small segment of inhale coming in. So it is a complete breath you're doing, an inhale and an exhale, but we're focusing on the exhale. And the exhale that goes down through the pelvis, down through the bones of the legs and the soles of the feet, which initially you may not be able to think of, but over a span of time, it's easier then to focus on things when we actually know the structure of a practice. And so that would be something that someone who's a teacher that just wanted to revitalize their practice would come into thinking of. So we start from the beginning, and I'll sit sideways just so you can get an idea of how the body moves as you practice. And so as if you have a candle straight in front of you, and you breathe in and you're blowing a short, sharp burst of breath out. So breathe in and blow it out. And then we do 6 in a row. So breathing in and breathing out 6 times, just allowing that belly to move in and out quite quickly. And then you allow that natural inhale. And then the exhale, you curl and you let your chin rest in, your belly, you let that draw in towards the spine. And then we allow, once the exhale is totally emptied through the rounded back, you inhale just a natural, neutral breath and a neutral back, and allow the breath to fly in all on its own. It's very refreshing. And then exhale. And then again, you take a small breath in, a regular natural breath in, and 6 of those short, sharp breaths looking at the tip of your nose. Watch the inhale come in, and then exhale, you curl and release, blowing out through your lips. And feel that need for the inhale, lifting through your spine, rising up. And exhale, relax your breath. And then again, the last and third round, breathing in. And 6 short, sharp bursts of breath. And allow that breath to just fly in all on its own. And then exhale and curl. Bowing your head. And then as you press your pelvis down, the inhale just naturally comes in so simply and smoothly. And then you rest your breath. So we do it a little bit more now. We're actually going to do 12 breaths out, then the curl, and then the lift up. And I want you to just practice it, and if you need to listen and connect into what I'm doing, you know that I'm there doing the exact same practice. So breathing in through your nose and blowing it out 12 times. And then resting the breath. And now we just try and make it a little bit softer, a little bit with less force, a little bit more kind. So the initial practice is to try and get that short, sharp burst of breath going out, and see my hand as short, sharp burst. The belly is still coming in as much as it's going out with the, it's, so the belly is doing exactly what the hand does. So with that then, to try and make it softer, much more gentle, but still in a lot of focus about releasing downward, that breath going down upon a vayu, engaging with removing the toxins of the physical body, of the emotional body, the mind body, and opening into discernment as we release that last exhale. So when you're ready, just either doing the harder one, the kind of trying to get it right, or else doing the lesser one with me. So with the smaller, gentler breath, there's less curling involved because there's less pressure, less force, much more kind, but still very active. So this is the third round of the smaller, more gentle practice. And then you rest. And then you either continue in a meditation, which can be anything that you really enjoy, anything that helps you to stay present, or else we go into using the nose as Kapalabhati. So if you're not familiar with that and you want to try it, that's what we'll move on to next. It's almost exactly the same, except that again it's much more subtle, less force, but you can make it quite forceful through the nose. But I always advocate for simple and smaller is often better, because it decreases that sense of having to do something more, as in being really present to the residual of what is left. So if you are going to stay, then we just breathe in, and then you just blow out your breath through your nose. Hopefully both nostrils are working. If both nostrils aren't working, then you can't really do Kapalabhati. It becomes something else, and it may create an imbalance. So it's better then to just go back into that natural breath, back into the full breath, the yogic breath. Otherwise, beginning with your hands onto your thighs, and then you start with your out breath through your nose, and you just keep going until you're listening into that intuition saying, okay, now I need to stop, I'm going to rest and curl. And so the idea is that we move up from 12 to 18 to 21 to 32, 36, and then stopping, resting, finding a silent point, and then continuing. And you only do it for about 3 minutes. And then curling your last time. Inhale and lift, and then lift your arms up too. Roll your arms back and down and stretch your arms in front and give yourself a hug. Curl your chin in. Inhale, lift your arms up, roll your wrists, wrap your arms around, curl your chin in, lift your arms up. And then feeling set for the day. Okay.